Hey everyone, it's Flak. Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Battle Royale mode Warzone continues to attract massive numbers of players. But how do I put this delicately? Not all of them mean well. Like many free-to-play games, Warzone has struggled with reports of cheaters. Activision has a zero-tolerance policy with cheaters, and Infinity Ward has come up with some creative ways to deal with hackers. And as it would turn out, they aren't too happy about it. Before we hop into this, make sure to get signed up to win a neat Microphones Worker Bee with the link in the video description. So, in addition to matching suspected cheaters in the same Warzone lobbies, which in many cases means they can't find a game, Activision and Infinity Ward have just deployed another anti-cheat measure that's giving hackers a hell of a time. Two-factor authentication is now required for new Warzone players on PC. This means sending a one-time code to a cell phone number when you log into a new device. Typically, it's a way to authenticate a person's identity and keep players to simply creating new accounts as soon as one gets banned. It basically allows the devs to tie a cell phone number to known cheaters. Now, the two-factor authentication requirement doesn't apply to console players or those on PC who actually purchased Modern Warfare. This, combined with shadow banning suspected cheaters into loser lobbies, is frustrating a lot of would-be hackers. So much so, many have taken to the internet to voice their displeasure. And here are a few great examples. This gem has been stopped cold in his tracks by two-factor authentication. He says, quote, "I've been banned on Modern Warfare multiple times and I've been making multiple accounts to the point where it now requires me for each account I make to add a phone number and verify it, and obviously online disposable numbers aren't helping out. And attaching my actual number and attaching it to multiple accounts doesn't work either. Any way to bypass this?" The hacker also received a hardware ban but found a way to spoof it. However, they've been unable to solve this two-factor authentication issue, and the comment shows Infinity Ward is a bit craftier than you might imagine. They're blocking online disposable numbers like those through Google Voice. Meanwhile, this hacker made over 20 accounts before being stopped by two-factor authentication, and had some not-so-nice things to say about the person they bought their cheats from. Not worth buying if this is what happens to you. Half of the accounts were shadow banned before I was even able to play the game. How you are using hacks have nothing to do with it. If I create a new account, start to cheat, open Call of Duty, and then close COD, the account is shadow banned and I have to make a new one. It doesn't matter if I have even used the cheat or not because the cheats have been detected already. And this really shines a light on how big of a business cheating is and what Infinity Ward and Activision are actually up against. Some cheaters spend hundreds of dollars a year just to make life miserable for the other people who play the game properly. Dedicated teams of hackers crank out wall hacks, aimbots, and more for a few quick bucks, while the anti-cheat team for Call of Duty tries to find ways to counter them. It's basically a digital arms race. But Infinity Ward and Activision continue to work to make cheating harder for nefarious players. They've banned tens of thousands for hacking and are finding ways to facilitate the reporting of suspicious players. However, it's highly unlikely that developers will ever solve the entire cheating problem. Something like two-factor authentication is a deterrent, not a solution. Activision and Infinity Ward's anti-cheat approach does follow the solid premise that if you make people jump through enough hoops, they'll eventually get tired and give up. The best they can do is make cheating as much of an obnoxious and expensive process as possible, and they're well on their way. Shadow banning cheating players and sticking them in lobbies with other hackers is brilliant, especially since it's not immediately clear to them that they've been had. Software bans and two-factor authentication make it even more annoying since they have to spoof hardware IDs and get a new functional phone number. Still, a quick check of cheating forums shows people willing to validate phone numbers to fool two-factor authentication, for a price, of course. While there's also another way hackers can disrupt the fun of Call of Duty players, and that, of course, is hacking your account. Many honest players have logged into their account, only to find that they're banned. If they're lucky, it only leads to major frustration, as they have to go through a lengthy appeal and review process trying to find out exactly what had happened. In many cases, it turns out their login information was stolen. I know a couple people who have dealt with this problem, and it's no fun. Just another reason to appreciate two-factor authentication. In addition to hampering cheaters, two-factor authentication can add another layer of security to your account, since it requires you to verify via phone every time there's a sign-on on a new device. You can enable two-factor authentication on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. It's an easy and relatively non-invasive way to bump your security settings and protect your account. If you want to know how to do that, a quick Google search should send you in the right direction. And of course, another way to avoid an unjust ban is just to consider what you're running in the background on your PC. Don't be this genius who says, "I think that I've been shadow banned for running Cheat Engine in the background." Yes, just having it as an open process. Furthermore, the reason that Cheat Engine was open in the first place was because I was using it on a single-player game, not Warzone. Well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Anyway, a quick reminder for my fellow by-the-book players: if you encounter someone you suspect is cheating in Modern Warfare or Warzone, report them from the spectator screen and help keep Call of Duty a fun experience for everyone. But I am curious what you think about the new two-factor authentication system. Have you noticed a decrease in hackers? Was it a pain to get that all set up? Tell me down below in the video comments. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out. Tap the bell for the latest videos. Don't forget about the microphone giveaway. Link is down below in the video description. And as always, thanks for watching.